Hello fairy friends, it is Liz and I'm going to get this out of the way really quickly. If my voice sounds off or my speech sounds a little bit slurred, um, uh, it's because my tongue is swelling from my angioedema, and it's just a recent thing that I've been dealing with over the past few months. For me, it's stress related. My feet can swell, and it'll just be one foot, just randomly swells up. It looks like a blown up latex balloon or latex glove. My tongue has swollen up. The last time was pretty bad. I thought I was going to go to the ER because I couldn't swallow my food. So I'm in no danger from dying from missing a meal. But thankfully it's not painful and I can take an antihistamine for it. So that's what I've done. Hopefully it'll arrest that swelling right now. The other thing, so let me zoom out here. The other thing that's just a little bit annoying is like with my hand right now, right here, and you probably, I can't tell. I can tell. It's starting to swell, so, it'll get so bad you won't be able to see my knuckles. Well, it can. I should say it can. I'm hoping the antihistamine is going to stop that. But then I can't sculpt. So if it is indeed for sure stress related, my fairies and sculpting is how I relieve stress. So it's like a double whammy for me. Anyway, with all that out of the way, the real purpose of this video, and I think I'll just go ahead and let you see this or talk about what you've been looking at. This is these are two teacup fairies that recently sold. They actually each have their own teacup. I just put them together because they look so cute nestled together. And here's another one that just recently sold. I think you can see they all have the same pretty soft pink hair. So I really like working with that. Those all sold, and that will be in my video for July's fairies. So I'm indoors right now, which isn't the best lighting. Actually, let me turn this on so you can see better. So I'll be doing a pretty garden video with all the ones that sold for July. And while I'm talking about all of the fairies that sold for July, the purpose of this video is to let the people know who purchased in July where part of their money went. And part of their money went to the Ronald McDonald House of Greater Cincinnati. And as some of you may know, if you follow me on Facebook at Liz Aim, that's my website. My Facebook page is The Fantasy Art of Liz Amon. So if you follow me on there, you know that I make a little announcement of where my donation went, what charity I picked. Last month was Lily's Place. So that's the purpose of this video, because I got my thank you letter and I folded it this way, so, and I sent it in my husband's name. I just folded that so you wouldn't see my address. And it went to the Ronald McDonald House of Greater Cincinnati. And my husband actually works for Cincinnati Children's, but he's not affiliated with the Ronald McDonald House. But I have nieces and nephews who have benefited from the care at Cincinnati Children's, and I have others who went to different hospitals who also stayed at Ronald McDonald Houses, and it just says thank you, and it has a little testimonial from a parent and what it means to be able to have the Ronald McDonald House while their child is undergoing treatment and surgery. So, and it just breaks my heart, and I just feel like a way to say thank you for the health that my children always enjoyed is to give to children who have not enjoyed such good health. And speaking of which, here is Charlotte, who was born with spina bifida, and her big sister. They went and sent this picture with the letter, and it just talks about how they lived in Champaign, Illinois, and they needed to get to a hospital where they could get the best care for Charlotte and just how grateful they are. And, you know, it's not just the baby who's getting all the care, because they have the professionals around the clock. You know, the child's siblings and their parent, well, they have to rest in between all of what they're going through. And so the Ronald McDonald House helps them as well. I don't want to cover up little Charlotte here. I'll leave it like that. So, and I'm making this video because I wanted to spread this message on to my YouTube channel as well. And so I just want to also say that I was brought up so that you did not, if you did something good, you just kept quiet about it. So I'm not doing this for attention, any sort of accolades at all. There are 3 reasons why I decided to just go ahead and share. One is because I see other people who have given to different charities and volunteered, and that's so heartwarming to see. Sometimes we're inundated with commercials of the latest little things that we can buy, and we're all guilty of it. Me too. Sometimes we get so fascinated with the newest little thing, we don't think, oh, well, that's just an extra. What if I could use that money, you know, once a month and bought maybe a necessity for someone who may not have gotten it otherwise? So that's the first reason. The second reason is Facebook, well, the world in general has a lot of bad things. It always has. I'm not speaking doomsday things here. I'm just saying it feels more prevalent, and it could be, I don't know. It just feels like it because you see it on the internet, and it feels like that's what gets all the attention. The negative things get all the attention. So seeing something, I know when I see other people share about charitable organizations, it cheers me up. It makes me feel better. It kind of balances out all that negative. And the third reason why I just decided I am going to share about this, I'm not going to keep quiet about it anymore. The third reason is my collectors. And my collectors who purchased this week, all of July, even though you didn't know it, because I don't put it in there, hey, buy my fairies, because some of it goes to charity. I don't put that on there. It's just something that I decided to do, and then I want to include everyone in on it. Everyone who purchased in July helped me to make a small donation. So I just want to say thanks to everybody for that. And I hope that maybe you'll go to the links below. I'm going to link the Ronald McDonald House and Lily's house every month, just about every month. Sometimes it's more than once a month. I pick a children's charity is where my heart is, because children, the disabled, the elderly, and the veterans are the weakest of our society, and our society is only as strong as we are loving and giving and compassionate to people who aren't able to do things for themselves or provide for themselves. So children are very close to my heart, as well as, like I said, veterans and the elderly and the disabled. I really feel like if you're an able-bodied person, then it is your job to be looking out for those people. Even if it is just helping your elderly neighbor come in with their, help them in to the house with their groceries. We just all need to remember that and not keep to ourselves, because any one of us can become disabled. And for sure we're all going to be old one day. So, and we could very well be homeless ourselves. We just don't know what life holds for us, so we should be watching out for each other. Anyway, I rambled on a very long time. Like I said, this was supposed to be a short video, but if I announce it's going to be short at the beginning, it's going to be at least 10 minutes. I will be back with more videos. I already have some in the works. Like I said, the one for July's fairies, I'll do a pretty one in the garden. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to this channel, for following my Facebook page, and always for your kind and warm comments that encourage me as an artist and let me know I'm on the right path with my life. And that's so important. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.